Hello, I'm Skeeter Spaulding. I'm a chaplain with Cowboys for Christ, and welcome to the Short Go. I want to use something as an example today that we might think about how we can share the gospel with people specifically. I have in my hand here, this is an instant cup of soup. It's ramen noodles. In Spanish, we call this esmoruchan. And sometimes we put a little pico de gallo in it, just like this, and sometimes some hot sauce, and it makes a great lunch. Heats it up, and it's wonderful. In Spanish, we say, es una buena comida. It's a good meal. So, as an example, how we might customize sharing the gospel, I'm going to read a passage of scripture to you. This is from 1 Corinthians chapter 9, starting in verse 20. This is the Apostle Paul. To the Jews I became like a Jew, to win the Jews. To those under the law I became like one under the law, though I myself am not under the law. He's a follower of Christ now. So as to win those under the law. To those not having the law, the Gentiles, to whom he was called, I became like one not having the law, though I am not free from God's law, but under Christ's law, which is grace. So as to win those not having the law. To the weak I became weak, to win the weak. And this is the verse I'm after right here. I have become all things to all people, so that by all means possible I might save some. I do this for the sake of the gospel, that I may share in its blessings. It's not talking about Paul saving them himself, but he's giving them the message that will save them. He's not just a passerby kind of evangelist. He's in these people's lives. He wants to be in their lives, and he's doing what he needs to do, not to be just a passerby kind of evangelist. This is a great way to share the gospel. Just like customizing a ramen noodle for lunch, you can customize how you share Christ. So I want to be an encouragement to you to read this passage. Ask the Lord how he might help you share the gospel in a new way with someone that you really care about. And it's not changing the gospel, it's the presentation of the gospel. So it's like a fisherman giving their presentation a lure to a fish, a group of fish that he's trying to catch. It's all about presentation. So ask the Lord how you might customize your presentation in sharing the love of Jesus with people. So I hope this is an encouragement to you. God bless you. We'll see you somewhere down the trail. Adios.